projection is that of a tall female demon. Unlike many of her kin, she seems slimmer and less stocky in build. Upon closer examination, you realize that her thinness is caused by extreme emancipation, which makes her look like a withered tree. The skin on her neck and wrists bears the marks of shackles, and her body is covered with flaming seals of Baphomet. Lowering her eyes, the demon addresses you quietly. Allow me to congratulate you. The short work you've made of Willardus proves you are truly a professional. I am Horzalah, and on behalf of the Assassin's Guild, I congratulate Greybore, Stragglebore, on completing this contract. You have fulfilled the order we received for Willardus' murder, and therefore you have the right to collect the bounty, even though you are not a guild member yourself. I'm sure you also have many questions about what happened. I doubt our guild is hard to find. There is a notice board at its entrance, where the assassination contracts are posted. Who are you? I am Horzalah, Baphomet's daughter. The projection looks you in the eye and adds in an aggrieved whisper. Horzalah, not Hapsamira. She is my elder sister, but I doubt you're able to appreciate the true extent of my misfortune. I'm also known in Lalshinira as the assistant and right hand of Yoz, the head of the Assassin's Guild. Do you know what happened here? I may know a thing or two, but we should discuss these matters inside the guild, not in public. What's going to overhear us? The corpses? Why don't you come here and speak to us face to face instead of projecting an illusion? Or are you afraid we won't like your answers and will make you join Willardus? At the sight of the demon's sour expression, Stragglebore gives an aggressive snort. Well, we're going to pay a visit to the Assassin's Guild, and let's see how the outcome of that one will be. Thank you for your answer. The bounty awaits you. I'm not sure what reward awaits us, but I truly hope it is a considerable sum of gold and not a meager payment served up at the end of a blade. Interesting. Or at least now we know we can enter the Assassin's Guild. Willardus just a skimitar entering?
I do what I must.
That's a bit underwhelming. Okay, let's get to the Assassin's Guild. Why the heck did the Assassin's Guild just move? Wait, what the heck did just happen? 10,000 delights. Yeah, that's not how. Alright, we have to get down, okay. Let's see where we can find the Assassin's Guild. Where's the entrance? Oh, there you are. Okay, never mind. and the door shall rise up once more. Assassins won't work for less. Go hire a couple thugs in the lower city. Tiger of Sin. Okay. Remain sealed. Assassins, okay. Blood Moon. Outside I want. Get rid of Embolder. Blood Moon only speaks to Blah. Assassin. Okay, they have no names, so let's just talk to Yoz. The demon standing before you clearly has a penchant for jewelry. His fingers are covered in rings, 3 gold chains encircle his neck, and 4 bejeweled earrings sparkle in each of his ears. However, such exquisite adornments are not enough to hide the fact that he's a hardened warrior and a ruthless killer. His face and hands are covered in long, badly healed scars, and he moves as gracefully as the most skilled swordsman. The demon's lips curl in a satisfied sneer as he greets you loudly. Look who's here. It's the arrogant Galadian who disposed of our poor Willidus. He catches your eye and frowns slightly, giving a pointed glance toward his bodyguards. You aren't about to do something really stupid and start a massacre here, right? Can we just talk? This horn thing is one of yours, isn't it? Horzalah, yes, this little demoness is one of my most useful servants. Besides, it's so very prestigious to have a daughter of Baphomet working under you. Yours glances at the horned demon with a mix of condescension and possessiveness. She stares fixedly at the floor. Yes, master, I am your servant. For a fleeting moment you notice a shadow of angry displeasure across her face. A sparkle of fear flashes in Yoss's eyes like a boy who realizes he's gone too far when testing the patience of his parents. Who are you, the leader of this gang of assassins? The demon gives a dignified nod. Yes, and I am proud of it. The abyss is full of butchers and monsters, so anyone who chooses to be an assassin among monsters and butchers commands a high level of respect. If they live long enough to make a name for themselves, that is. My guild attracts assassins from many planes. No one hires us for simple things like murdering noisy neighbors or cutting the throat of a cheating merchant. As I'm sure you know, it is easier and cheaper to do that one yourself. And there's no need to get assassins involved. No. If someone turns into an assassin, it means that the victim is a dangerous, cunning, and well-protected target. I've heard a lot about you, Yoz. You're the head of a highly reputable guild that operates on many planes beside the Abyss. Many of my colleagues would consider it an honor to work alongside you, unlike myself. Tell me the truth. Yoz raises his hands apologetically. Several rings glitter on his fingers. Fine, fine. I was the one who gave Stragobor the assignment. It's plural. I needed to light a little fire underneath this cauldron where so many minions of demon lords are being mixed together. I ordered him to murder those demons in Cannabis, and I put a hit out on Darazand. Although that ugly idiot didn't bother me at all, but he was an ugly idiot indeed, and a vengeful one to boot. That's why I gave Stragobor a dagger that was only supposed to wound the Baelor, and that is why using Willidus's name was important. It was the perfect hand of cards. Darazand survived after suffering a painful, humiliating wound by a mortal's hand. No offense, of course. The Baelor couldn't simply let that go, and so he started the vendetta against Willidus, dragging other Deskerites into it. And that was my goal all along, because Willidus was my real target, a target that was very difficult to reach. Playing the long game here. Yoz seems to revel in his own cleverness. He smirks and smiles with smug satisfaction. The dwarf gives a grim chuckle and whispers loudly enough to be heard. People like you are why us assassins have such a lousy reputation. No respect for agreements. You acted dishonorably. Do you expect an assassin to be honorable? What touching naivety. The demon sneers derisively and toys with a giant diamond ring. Catching Stragabor's disapproving stare, he gives a dazzling smile, seemingly pleased to have provoked a reaction. What concerns me is not the contract killing itself, but the fact that I haven't yet been paid a single coin. You're the head of the Assassin's Guild. Why didn't you just send one of your underlings after Willidus? Yols grimaces slightly and replies with visible displeasure. Who says I didn't? I lost a number of capable killers. Collects himself quickly and the arrogant smile returns to his face. And yet, as you can see, I found a more elegant and economical way to execute this plan. I won't lie to you. This kind of plotting makes me very proud of my own guile. My assistants made sure that every larvae in the city knew about the bounty on Willidus's head. I knew that Stragobor returned to Elushia. Why are we calling him Stragobor? And decided to use it once more. Just like poor Derazand, he had no idea he was merely a pawn of mine. Just as I envisioned, you didn't linger and paid Willidus a visit. I had no doubt that paranoiac would try to kill anyone who crossed his doorstep, but expected you to overcome him. And I was right. Stragobor snorts derisively. I'm not doing it on purpose. I mean, yes, the Stragobor thing, but I want to read Stragobor, but my mind is just trained on reading what's there, so... I thought that a guild has the best executors. After hearing your story, they hardly seem professional to me. Why did you do all of this? For money and power, of course. This has been my primary motivation for many years now. Somebody wanted that old Woodlouse dead, and clever Yoz has fulfilled their wish, with the expectation of being showered in privileges and treasures. But who's the one who ordered the hit on Willidus? You're getting a share of those privileges and treasures, by the way. I trust you're not going to refuse the reward provided for freelance operatives. Trust me, the sum is considerable. Yours turns his attention to Gregor and I haven't forgotten about you either. You'll be rewarded in proportion to your truly astonishing lethality. Don't need your blood money. Yours makes a show of smoothing an invisible wrinkle in his luxurious robes. You'll never become truly rich if you keep refusing the money you are offered, Golarian. A bad decision we earned that gold. Oh wait, what? Upper City. Should we have accepted the gold? As for you, was that a mistake? As for you, Greyball, you've proven your competence. As a token of apology, allow me to offer you membership of my Assassin's Guild. Consider it the recognition of your talents that you've long desired. I promise you prestige, respect, and truly staggering fees. Of course, I won't demand that you sever your current contract. You may claim your well-deserved place in our guild when it expires. So, then, what do you say? Will I be welcoming you to the big league? Greyball turns to you with a very serious expression. His voice is reserved and formal. Morgraine, we are bound by an active agreement, and therefore I must consult your opinion on this invitation. Are you truly prepared to throw in your lot with demons? With a heavy sigh, the dwarf looks you straight in the eye. Is there really much of a difference between me and them? They are the product of the worst parts of our mortal souls. They are sin incarnate. Many say the same thing about me. I was never a coward, so I am able to admit that my soul is black and evil. I murder others for money, and I will never become a respectable member of society, a friend or father, but I'm tired of asking forgiveness for what I am. Here I will not be judged for my profession. Greyball clenches his fists and mutters through gritted teeth. I'm not the freak or monster they think me back on Golarion. How dare they hire me to murder their enemies and then despise me for my profession? They'll treat me differently in the Abyss. The demons respect my skills. They will treat me as a professional, not a criminal or blackguard. It's strange to say this, but I don't feel out of place here. Have you thought about quitting the business? And become what? A farmer? A butler? Or maybe an innkeeper? One of those who tell tales? Tall tales about their adventures, youth to drunk patrons? My soul is that of a wanderer and a killer. My art is my only source of pride, and abandoning it will make me useless in my own eyes. Believe me, I already tried to settle down and find an honest job, and nothing good came from it. Will quit my profession only when I'm judged by Phrasma herself. Well, I'm not going to advise him to accept the offer. It's your decision to make. Grebo studies you for a moment and nods respectfully. Such words make me respect you even more. Believe me, I appreciate your willingness to let this decision be entirely my own. Dwarf does not waste words as he looks at yours. Where do I sign? What are you talking about? We're not devils after all. Yours laughs and claps his hands loudly. Splendid! Ah, you've got a bright future here, my diminutive yet deadly friend. Yours gives a bored yawn, and there's a note of finality to his voice. Well, this was a very enlightening conversation, but I see no reason why we should continue. You've received your answers and should probably be on your way. Meanwhile, I should get back to plotting another bloody and violent murder. Have a good day. After a suspicious glance in Yoss's direction, Grebo turns to you. Indeed, this was an unexpected meeting. If you want to discuss what happened privately, I'm at your service, Commander. Well, but who wants Willidus dead now? That question hasn't been answered in any capacity. Blood Moon doesn't want to talk to us. Okay, let's get back to the Nexus. Flash markets. No. Where's the next portal? Assassin's Guild portal. Okay, let's just get up. Well, that's a bit underwhelming, I need to admit. That's just nothing. Gave us closure on this whole... I mean, who wanted Willidus dead? Who was the one that orchestrated this entire orchestra of mischievous, well, deviousness? Well, maybe we will find out. For now, let's talk to Straggleball. Station grudges to settle. Okay. Not sure what awaits us there, but we're going to find out later. But now, Straggleball. Perhaps I should thank you for your help. You assisted me in dealing with all of Yossa's schemes, even though you didn't need to do so. I'm grateful for that one. Can you explain to me what kind of mess we've involved ourselves in? Greybor pauses for a moment and then slowly begins to explain. An anonymous client ordered Yoss, the head of the Assassin's Guild of Odoshinira, to kill Willidus. He tried to take the target down several times, but Willidus turned out to be quite a tough nut to crack. Then Yoss gave me a new anonymous assignment. Kill Darazand and tell him that Willidus sent his best regards. However, Yoss gave me a weapon that could only wound Darazand, not kill him. He hoped it would provoke Darazand and make him angry enough to go kill Willidus himself. Of course, you killed Darazand before he even had the chance to do anything else. When Yoss found out that we were both in the Abyss and that I'd be eager to talk to Willidus. He started to give me hints as to where to find this fellow. We lived up to his expectations. Willidus died, and I'm sure you remember what happened next as well as I do. So we killed Willidus for no reason? The dwarf smirks cynically. Well, it depends on how you look at it. Was he to blame for the damage to my reputation? No. Was he an utterly disgusting creature whose face practically begged me to sink an axe into it? Did he try to kill us in his own manner? Were the creatures we encountered in said manor the most atrocious and perverted things I've ever met? The answer to all these questions is a resounding yes. I don't think anyone is going to cry themselves to sleep over his death, and neither should we. Your reputation has been restored. How do you feel? There's a spark of amusement in the dwarf's eyes. I feel at peace. Now, people will think twice before attempting to ruin my good name. I'm grateful my companions didn't leave me to deal with this by myself, even though they had every right to do so. So while I am used to working alone, I appreciate a team I can trust. It's good to have someone who's got my back. Protecting one's honor is important. Who would we be without our reputation? A bunch of opportunistic scoundrels who'd be driven away from every door. A dishonorable life isn't worth a copper. What do you think of your membership of the Assassin's Guild of Lushinira? Greyboar hides a smug smile beneath his beard. I think this position rightfully belongs to me. This guild is not as infamous a threat meant as the legendary fanatic assassins who perceive their victims as offerings to their god Archangels, or the silent monks of Anaphyxia who guard some kind of secret knowledge and murder anyone who dares to touch it. But its name still means something to the discerning client. Lushinira is a crossroads between several different planes, and Yoz's assassins work not only in the Abyss and on Golarion, but also in many other interesting places. The fact that I was accepted into this society is undeniable proof of my professionalism. I am grateful that you did not insist on the exclusivity of our contract, but allowed me to reap the benefits of my hard work. I think everything is clear now. You've been a good employer, Commander. I'm glad I made this contract with you. You've managed to restore your reputation and join the guild. What about our contract? Do you want to terminate it? The dwarf begins to count off his fingers one at a time. First, it would have been highly unprofessional to abandon you after you helped me. Second, the war is still in full swing. My departure would have been a source of gossip, which in turn would have damaged my reputation beyond repair. I don't want people to perceive me as a coward who fled from a good fight. And thirdly and last, I have long since discovered that working for you is profitable in more ways than one. You're always trying to take down the most dangerous targets, and they make great additions to my trophy list. General Grievous, he agrees again. Goodness. Okay, so we fulfilled his quest line. I'm still not convinced that we have finished this Archangels quest line. Okay, blah blah, can we please stop? Continue. Still nothing with Archangels, that's odd. I read in a wiki about this game, an article about Archangels a couple hours ago, that we have to rest and then her quest will pop up here in Act 4, but maybe we already did that one? Yeah, there's nothing here. What about the hand of the Inheritor? Okay, goodbye. Okay, I'd say we can go to the tavern. By Straggleball, hello. Flash market. Third wheel. Wait, what? We can do something in the flash markets? Third wheel, let's find out. Please load. Hello game. Thank you. Third wheel. No. There you are. Ah, scientist. Yes. Mordovet the succubus is terrified. A powerful demon called... Okay, that's a story... Oh no, we're going to do that now. Some good manners. Mordovet has revealed that the demons usually haunt the rooftop of a nearby building, and stairs leading up there can be found to the left of the gate to the upper city. Okay.
Together?
Left to the gate of the upper city. Well, that's not here. Rebus. It's just odd that the game says go there. What? Let's see, the game says journal. Rooftop of a nearby building. Stairs leading up there can be found to the left of the gate to the upper city. So that... Grim Mansion, Lower City, Assassin's Guild. Let's get there. I mean, up here. It is taking ages. Okay, perfect. So let's get up here. So now this is the path to the upper part of the city. Stairs leading up there can be found to the left of the gate to the upper city. Wait, to the gate? Do they mean this? Or do they mean this portal? So there are no stairs here. Oh. Maybe they mean this? These stairs? Maybe? Sure, but let's see. Let's climb the rooftop. Ah, there he is, Zerix. A Vevekia demon resembling a spike-covered centaur stands on the roof like a especially ugly gargoyle. So, at Hall sent another assassin, huh? Well, come closer, you fool. Let me see who I'll be having for dinner tonight. Yesterday there were two, and I crushed them into a single ball of meat. So I'm not the first person Mordovet hired. The demon grins, showing his many teeth. If I'd kept the skulls of every one of you, I would have built myself a magnificent palace out of them long ago. I picked that Mordovet in the brothel once. She seemed sturdier than the others, but I didn't realize my strength could drive even a succubus insane. The wench decided we were meant for each other. Of course I laughed off that nonsense, but she scraped together some money and now sends assassins after me in revenge. She knows how much it annoys me. How interesting. She wants him, but he doesn't want her. You gullible morons are always interrupting my day, but your bones crunch nicely as I chew. It must be said. You look smarter than the others, though. Would you like to make a deal? I don't know how much Mordovet promised you, but I'll double it. It'll be easy money. You don't even need to kill Mordovet, and that's impossible inside the brothel anyway. Just give her my enchanted ring. As soon as she takes it, she'll be teleported here, and we'll have a little heart-to-heart. This cunning wench went to such efforts to spend one more minute with me, so this will make her dream come true. The demon bites his finger and smears the massive ring on his hand with blood. The demon chuckles the whole time, eyes twinkling with mirth, as if this is all a game. I think you're hiding something. Ha! Don't you trust me? That's the right call. Don't trust a word you hear in the abyss. Now, not that you have many choices. Either accept my deal or accept my invitation to dinner. That's the main course. Well, I'm inclined to help him, but if he hides something... I don't like it. Take the enchanted ring. We did make a deal with Moravit. I'm just... If we take the ring, do we have to kill her in the end? Or can we still decide to not give it to her? Okay, let's give me some time. Let's save. We know it gets listed before ring. Okay. Let's take the ring and then let's see how that one turns out. Fine, then we have a deal. After you give her the ring, return here for your reward. We wait for you here in Moravit and I, or rather, what remains of her. Okay. Let's see how that one turns out. There should be a path to... blah... 92... Oh, loading screens. Should we have in 2022 instantaneous loading screens? Never mind. Portal. I don't need a portal. 10,000 delights. There we go.